Hello BookTube, it's Ben here from the History Fella channel. Here today with a book review video. Probably one I should have done a couple of weeks ago, but a couple of days ago I kind of realised I should be doing a book review video for it. So here it is now. It's just a quick one because I'm going to be bold from the beginning, and I shall start in a minute. But first of all, I'd like to say thank you very much to Molly at Osprey Publishing. They're bringing The Last Viking out in paperback format at the moment, which is priced at $10.99. It's the true story of King Harold Hardrada, written by Don Holloway. So that's published by Osprey Publishing. You can find a link to this book down below this video in the like the bio section. But yeah, that's from Osprey Publishing and priced at $10.99. I shall just point out that I read this over Christmas whilst I had my cold and flu, and I didn't take notes then, but I've managed to sketch down a few notes on my laptop for now. An important thing to remember is, and I'll mention these halfway through, is there's a quote on the front and there's another quote on the back. But anyway, this is the story of The Last Viking, Harold Hardrada, as I said, written by Don Holloway, and it's basically a story of his life, kind of from a young man. We're talking sort of mid-teens, right up until he died. I'm probably not revealing any secrets, but the book starts off with his final battle. So obviously you can guess from that he died at Stamford Bridge in the north of England. But I'll kind of leave it at that and let you, the reader, read the book, because it's a very good book. I'm going to make a bold statement and say it's an absolutely brilliant book. It probably took me a couple of days of reading, and it's a fantastic story. In a way, it was a bit like, rather than a non-fiction story, it was a bit more like a fiction story, in that Don Holloway writes a really good book, really descriptive, full of detail, full of research. And it was kind of a bit like watching a film or reading some action-packed fiction novel. But it's basically a life of Harold Hardrada. And it's amazing. It's really good, really graphic in places. And I'm sure many people who are interested in the Vikings will enjoy it. I just want to point out, a good point about the book I found was that the author, Don Holloway, was he was willing to bring up what had been told by future or previous authors on the subject and other experts, and he was happy to kind of marry the two bits of evidence, obviously what he'd done through his research and what he'd read in previous books and watched in various films, and he's able to correct some of them as well. So that really does add to the story, in that you're getting a really good, descriptive and accurate story. And it starts off at the beginning of the book with his final battle, and then skips over to a previous battle of his, when he fought, I think it was about 15, 16, when he fought with his, I'm sure it was his uncle or half brother or brother. I've got his name here somewhere. Olaf II, who was unfortunately killed, and then Harold had to stow away with some family members, and he obviously then went on a huge trip around Europe, visiting places like Italy, Rome, Russia, Kiev, various other places. You learn all about his long war with Denmark, how he got on with the Roman Empire, and basically how he lived his life and kind of what took part in his life. And it's really good. It really captures your, or it really grabs you. The book certainly does, and it's a really good read. He then, like I said, he tries to have a war with Denmark. That fails, and then he makes a trip over to England, an ill-fated trip, but basically it's a really graphic and interesting read, a very good indeed. Like I said, the author's done a really good book, in that he's provided plenty of research, plenty of source material, and he's really nailed this book. And I would certainly recommend this book. If you're interested in the Vikings or that period of time, you'll certainly enjoy this one. And I should add, I mentioned the quotes on the cover earlier. I was about halfway through the book and I was thinking to myself, God, blimey, this is like, reading something like Lord of the Rings or something like that. It really does entice you into the book and really grips you and gets hold of you. And I noticed on the front cover it says, there's a quote, "In the mould of Robert E. Howard, George R. R. Martin and Howard Andrew Jones, it's that exciting, that good." And that's a quote from Michael Durder of the Washington Post. And then on the back, "The Last Viking reads like the sagas on which it is based. It's Beowulf on steroids. This book is great fun." And that's from a Gerard de Groot from the Times newspaper. So there we go. Those two quotes echo exactly what I thought of the book. It was really good, riveting read and well worth a read. Certainly one of the best books I've read in a good few months. So that's The Last Viking, the true story of King Harold Hardrada, written by Don Holloway and published by Osprey Publishing. $10.99 as a nifty little paperback. So if you fancy getting yourself a copy, I shall put a link down below this video where you can pop along to the link and buy your own copy. Other than that, thank you very much for watching. If you if you've enjoyed the video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up, and if not, I shall see you very soon with some more videos. And if you like history and books, then please subscribe to the channel. I shall see you soon. Take care and thank you.